Hey, what's up guys? It's Josh here. I'm here with Coach T, and we're gonna go over this week's Tabata Tuesday workout for you. So for this workout, we're gonna have 5 groups of 2 exercises. You're gonna do each exercise for 20 seconds of hard work, 10 seconds to switch. You'll do 4 sets of each exercise, and then we're gonna move to the next group, and we're gonna rotate through these just one time today. You ready, Tia?
Ready.
Okay, so we're gonna start, we're gonna get our work in right away, get that heart rate up. We're gonna start with some burpees today. So you're gonna kick those feet back, explode back up, reaching for the ceiling here. Both feet kicking back. You can also go one leg back at a time for that step back burpee. You can do drop squats, jump squats, air squats, whatever modification you need to make here, just do it well. The second exercise is our bird dog. So we're gonna go down to our hands and knees here, shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees. And now Tia's gonna extend her opposite arm and leg. So she's pushing that left leg out, reaching with that right arm, pushing the ground away from here, trying to keep those hips nice and stable. Now to challenge yourself a little bit more here, she can bring that hand in line with the knee on the floor, or you can add this crunch in where you try to bring your elbow and knee together here underneath you. Now, every time we come back to this one, you're gonna wanna make sure you do the other side. So you do one side for 20, then you'll come back and do the other side for 20. Okay, for our second group, we're gonna stay on the floor. We're gonna start with some mountain climbers in this set. If you want to use some sliders, you put your feet on those sliders, get your set up in a plank position here, and then drive one knee in while you reach back with that other leg, getting a full extension with both legs here. Pick up the pace when you really want to challenge yourself, and slow down and get intentional as you're starting to get tired here. You can also do this without the sliders. You can also just hold that plank for that 20 seconds as you're getting tired. The second exercise is our McGill crunch. So you're just going to roll over to your back. And for the McGill crunch, Tia's gonna get one leg straight and the other leg's bent. She's gonna drive this leg into the floor. She's gonna drive this foot into the floor. Her hands are palms down under the small of her back. Elbows are pulled up. She's gonna take her nose up to the ceiling as she crunches up here and then relaxes back down. So it's deep breath in, push that air out as you crunch up. Deep breath in as you go down. You're really gonna feel this in those abdominals. It's a really small movement. It's really going to focus on those abdominal muscles. Doesn't matter which leg you do, but if you can think about switching them up every set, great. Otherwise, you stick with the same leg here. For our third group of exercises, we're coming up to our suspension trainer, and we're gonna start with our TRX rows. So leaning straight back in that moving plank position, toes pulled up, quads are tight, glutes are squeezed, abs walled up, shoulders are down and away from those ears. Push that air out as you pull yourself up towards your hands. Think about bringing those hands right to your ribs and your armpit, pulling those elbows back, keep those shoulders pulled down. Deep breath in on the way down. Push that air out as you come back up. If you want to make it heavier, you step further in. If you need to make it lighter, you step a little further out. Then we're going to come back down to the floor. We're going to go into our dead bug. So we're back to the floor on our backs. Both feet are up like they're resting on a chair. Tia's arms are pointing at the ceiling. She's going to extend an opposite arm and leg here. Notice how she's pushing that heel away, reaching overhead with that arm, trying to get as long as she can. She pushes that air out and pushes her lower back into the floor to get those abs engaged. Deep breath in, and then she extends here, pushing that leg out, reaching with that arm here back and forth. You could also try doing both arms and legs at the same time, but make sure you do it only as far as you can before that lower back starts to come up off the floor on this one. Okay, then we're on to our fourth group of exercises here. We're gonna grab our box, and we're gonna do some power step-ups here. So get one foot planted on that box. You're just gonna explode up and over to the other side, trying to get as high up off that box as you can. Notice how Tia's using those arms for momentum here, swinging them to really help herself get as much power as she can out of each one. Now, if you need to take the impact out, you just step side to side, one leg at a time. From there, we're gonna go to our plank with the kettlebell row from the box. So you're gonna stay with the box, you're gonna grab one kettlebell here, you're gonna get one hand set up on that box, get both feet back. So let's go to our plank position completely here, Tia. So we're gonna work that plank. Yeah, there we go, squeeze those glutes, wall up those abs. She's pushing the box into the floor, squeezing that shoulder blade, pulling that kettlebell up to her ribs, trying to keep those hips nice and stable. On the next set, she'll switch to the other side. Now, if you're struggling with this one, maybe the plank's a little too challenging, that's when you're gonna bring those feet underneath you for that 3-point plank, or 3-point row here, so you can get both feet together, or you get that staggered stance, whatever feels most comfortable, but focus on pushing that box into the floor as you're rowing here. You're gonna get 2 sets in on each side. Then we're on to our last set of exercises. So we're gonna start with the kettlebell cleans. Kettlebell sit up between those toes, sit those hips back, chest up, arch that lower back, yank that kettlebell up off the floor, catching it right there at your chest, deep breath in on the way down, push that air out as you come back up, stand nice and tall, squeeze those glutes, wall those abs, everything's rigid at the top, then right back down here. Our last exercise of the workout is gonna be one of my favorites, and I'm sure one of yours, definitely one of Tia's. It's our ISO hold push-up. So for this one, you're gonna start in your push-up plank position. Now you're gonna squeeze those shoulder blades to get low, chest is low, glutes are squeezed, abs are walled up, kneecaps are pulled up toward the hips, squeezing like you're trying to pull those hands together here, shoulders are down away from those ears, and you're just breathing it out. Nice and controlled. You're gonna hold this for 20 seconds. It is quite the challenge. If you need to, you can take those knees down to the floor, or you can come up and just hold that push-up plank position during that 20 seconds as well. Okay, that is our Tabata Tuesday workout for this week. Great job, Tia.